Welcome to a collective love reading. This is a timeless message. Please take only what resonates and only take it how it resonates for you specifically. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the angel deck. Sometimes there's some moments to channel the message of quiet, so always feel free to skip ahead. All right, so I'm getting that there's like a time right now, it is the time of like a great unknown is what's coming to mind with the moon card. And it feels out of your control. I often say that with the major arcana, but it's because they are things that are like directed by the subconscious. They're not necessarily within our conscious realm, you know, of control. So you might feel really in touch with yourself, like with your intuition at this time, really in touch with your emotions, and this like great need to want to release things that you feel are holding you back. There's this Queen of Earth energy that is coming through, this like really careful and kind energy with yourself. It's almost like you're giving yourself care right now at this time. Or maybe you're just in this place of really needing that from yourself. And then the 10 of air and the 4 of air. So it's like this ending. It's like a forced ending. Almost you may not have wanted it. But it's leading you to this space, this 4 of air, where you can rest. I'm getting that you are in deep need of that, of needing to be gentle with yourself and take it easy. It feels like you've been juggling a lot. And yeah. I'm going to go ahead and clarify every single one of these cards so I can see what we're reading for here exactly. I call every single one of my readings a love reading. It's interesting. Okay. But sometimes the reading really is just, it has to do with the relationship you have with yourself, but you can apply it to love. Oftentimes, I would say actually all the time, the relationship that we have with ourselves informs the relationships that we have outside of ourselves at all. So there's a lot of water energy, but it's so funny that I say that. I'm reading directly for love right now, for like a relationship. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Now, this could also be like quote unquote divine masculine and feminine energy within yourself. But I was just thinking, like, if I get a pair of something out here, this might be a love reading. But yeah, so we're clarifying all of this with these cards. I'm getting that something happened that like really required you to just like wake up and get the message, right? The Chariot, it's an energy of we need to go and we need to go now. It doesn't matter if you haven't checked to see that you have everything. You need to move now. That's what the Chariot energy is. And these are both major arcanas. So they're quite like, again, you know, just very, these like very commanding kinds of energies. And then these kind of came out with a pair. I'm getting that it's like there's this prospect of joy and what it is that you're looking for, but it's directly connected to the Five of Cups, which is like the complete opposite. The Five of Cups and the Three of Cups are like completely opposite energies. Yeah, it's like leading you to heartbreak. This three that you were hoping for, I think, or that you're like wanting for a lot. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna really get anywhere much with what's present right now. And I hate to say that, but it's like it's directly connected to this Five of Cups energy. It's like this joy, or this, like, you know what I'm getting? It's like a prospect of something better and something new. And we've got the Three of Swords at the like basis of this draw for all these cards. So it's really just like there's heartbreak. It's leading right to this place of abandonment. It could be that like you were expecting more or you were expecting different. And then with this abrupt ending, kind of just told you or showed to you very clearly that no, it's not time for that. Things need to come to an end. Things need to come to a close right now. And it's like, yet still in that space, it's like you're in this really creative energy and this very like abundant energy. And it's crazy to me how it like starts with the Emperor, it leads through all these cards, and it leads to the Emperor's counterpart, the Empress's counterpart. They're like leading to one another, I think, is what I'm getting. And then too, with the Ten of Air going into the Four of Air, it's like this forced ending. And then the Four of Air is like the minor arcana of like a very clear break. It's not an ending. And so that's kind of what's coming through right now with that. Right? Like I'm getting this feeling of like there's something unexpected. And it's like even in this ending that's going on, it's more so like maybe cycles closing out within your life. But you're not really like letting go. There's a glare, so I'm trying to fix that. You're not really letting go entirely is what I'm getting of something. And I'm getting that like, especially with this Three of Cups and this Five of Cups, they're connected. It's the Eight of Cups. Like if we put these together, it's the Eight of Cups, which is like the walking away card. And in that card, it's someone who's seeking like a deeper emotional fulfillment and spiritual enlightenment. They're walking from the Eight of Cups to get their ninth cup, which is quote unquote wish fulfillment. I'm going to say quote unquote a lot. You know, we're working with archetypes here and ideas. And I'm getting, it's like crazy to me. It's like the Emperor and all the way to the Empress. And in between that, it's this like moving forward and walking away card. And it's almost like if this is resonating for a specific connection in your life, with your person in any way, I'm getting it's like cycles are closing out. And it could be that it's leading you to yourself, right? Like the hopeful optimism in me wants to say that this ending is this Emperor coming together with this Empress, and that this Ten of Air, this forced ending, has more to do with cycles than with the actual relationship itself. But please only apply that how that resonates for you. I only read for healthy love connections, cooperative love connections, right? Because every relationship, you know, goes through its seasons of growing. So yeah, it could be that it's like you recently just ended a relationship, maybe, and you're feeling really in touch and in tune with yourself. Now, if you're someone who has not done that, it's almost like there's this abrupt, forced ending, and it's leading you to a space where you can magnetize to yourself. I feel weird saying the word magnetize, but it's true, where you can be more in alignment, I should say, with the things that you're trying to create and build for yourself. And, you know, whether that's with any person that you have in mind or just with yourself and the prospect of something new, then yeah, let that resonate for you how it does. I want to clarify this. Like, I really want to get almost like a specific personal message as much as I can get with a collective message. So let's go ahead and get an answer from these cards. Okay, that came out first. No, it's not. It's perfectly upright. So I'm picking all these up reversed and they're falling perfectly upright. Okay. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune. It's funny that I like spun both those cards. And the third card is the Wheel of Fortune. So these cards are perfectly upright. We're getting like, again, another masculine energy to my left where the Emperor is, and a feminine energy to my right where the Empress is. And then it's like the wheel is turning, and I don't know, it's for healing. It's for healing. I wanted the basis of this draw to be my answer, like it often is, but this is a very small answer. There's not much here. It's a page. There's an intention of maybe clarity with the Page of Swords, but it's not a clear answer. And I can keep looking. Yeah, but I'm just getting this. It's like this moon energy, which again is like the major arcana of like no answers here, and this Fool card, which is a new beginning. And I'm gonna go ahead and just see what book ends this. Yeah, there's not much to say. I got the King of Swords. It's like the quietest card in the deck. So yeah, it could be that if this resonates for a specific love connection, and you know it's just like a really tough season of growing for the both of you, then what I'm getting is that the more masculine energy, like whoever might resonate more is the Emperor. It's like they're needing to be in this space of what am I trying to say right now? The 9 for me is often a very protective energy, whether that's the Wands. Is a very protective energy is the Wands, the Pentacles too. The Swords, it's kind of like the shadow aspect of that protective energy, because it's really disillusioning, the Nine of Swords is. But anyways, this is the Nine of Cups. We're not talking about any of those other elements. So I'm getting that for like the masculine counterpart, it's like there's this need of being in protection of the things that matter to you. The Nine of Cups is extremely fleeting. There's a reason that it's the card in between the archetype of the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, because in walking away from what you have in the Eight of Cups just to seek the Nine of Cups, it's only one step to actual fulfillment, which is the Ten of Cups, right? And so I'm just getting like, for whatever reason, there's like this very action oriented energy coming from the masculine, and it's like in protection of what it is that they want for themselves. It's almost kind of like a very selfish energy. Not self-absorbed, not self-involved, but it's selfish. And it's like this need to protect this Nine of Cups. And then I say that the Nine of Cups is fleeting, but it's necessary for the Ten of Cups at all, if that makes sense, right? Like there's the fleeting aspect of this archetype is intentional in that you trek from the Eight of Cups to get here, to get to the Ten of Cups. This needs to be fleeting, or else what was the point of moving through the Eight of Cups and traveling through that space and beyond that space, if not to have this step available to get to the Ten of Cups, right? Anyways, and so then that's what I'm getting. It's like this masculine energy, and I'm just getting confirmation with like this masculine and feminine. Like this is very clearly a love reading. I don't think I need any more confirmation that it is or is not. But again, it could be union within your own yin and yang energies within yourself if you don't have a person in mind. This Nine of Pentacles, for the feminine, and again, it's like coming out on the same side that the Empress is on, to my right. You know, it's like they fell accordingly. The Nine of Pentacles is the baby Empress. I've probably said it before on this channel. I know that many people on this platform have, many readers have. The Nine of Pentacles is the baby Empress. And so there's no association between the Nine of Cups and the Emperor, except for, you know, intuitively we can see that there's something like very, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-assured. There's something very self-assured in both these energies, and especially just in the Nine of Cups. That's the traditional depiction, which is why I love the Gummy Bear deck. It keeps the traditional depiction of the image of the 78 archetypal tarot, whatever. It's like crossed arms, right? There's this like closed off energy to it, which is kind of like what the Emperor is. And I love this image of it too. It's like these closed eyes, this ram with closed eyes and no voice to speak. It's like intentionally illustrated as that there's this closed off energy about both these things. So I want to clarify that more. But yeah, it's like whatever is happening, whether you are going through like a final ending with someone and going your separate ways from here on out, or if this is just like a really tougher season of your relationship with that person or with yourself, there's this, it's like the feminine energy is coming to herself, right? And I'm reading for a feminine energy and a masculine energy. It's like very clear it's coming out as a polarity. But every single time I read in this way, I am especially reading for these modalities of energy within both people in the partnership. Right? Like these two modalities of energy exist in both people. So, you know, in the relationship. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. And then it's like there's like this sense of humor too with the way that I like spun those cards, because I picked them both up reverse. I spun them just to see how they were wanting to fall. And like the Nine of Cups landed so clearly upright, and the Nine of Pentacles did as well. Right? Didn't come to like a full stop upright with this, like I'm getting with this masculine energy. It's just like a full stop energy is what I'm getting from it. But it did fall upright. It kind of like, you know, instead of falling exactly like that, it maybe felt like that. But it was upright. And yeah, I want to clarify more that's going on here, but I'm just not getting much with the Page of Swords and the Star. So I think I'm going to use this deck to go ahead and clarify maybe the dynamic or the relationship or the connection. Dynamic relationship and connection between this Emperor energy and this Empress energy. Okay, so we're getting the Ace of Swords. Clarity that fell out to the side of the feminine, and the Knight of Pentacles that fell to the right with the masculine. And I'm getting that even when I put this card down, it's like leading towards her, right? So please let this resonate how it does. It really could be that it's like this situation is bringing you closer to yourself. But it could also be that yeah, it's funny, this Ace of Swords is funny. It could also be that there is hope for what it is that you want with another person, whether that is with someone specific that you would like to have that with, or if it's like you're moving into a space where you recognize, where you're able to recognize something more true. I don't know. And that's what's coming to mind to say. And this Ace of Swords, it's not, okay, there we go, kind of fell upright. Yeah, no, it's not wanting to fall upright much. It's like on its side, and then it was like, when I placed it down reverse. So there could be like, there's a flexibility coming from the feminine is what I'm getting with which way this sword is pointed, right? It's like when I threw it, it did not want to upright itself, but when it fell to the left where this Emperor energy is, it again landed like perfectly upright. That was like, I threw it like 5 times. It only landed upright 1 time, and it was like right here with the Emperor. Did I say Emperor? That's what I meant. So it's like upright on the side of the masculine, but I'm getting that with the feminine, it's like she has more flexibility in her ability to think and think ahead. Whereas with this masculine energy, I'm getting like this really closed off, narrow field of view. And I don't know, there's just a difference between the two energies. It's not anything that like, oh, having flexibility with the ability to think and see the way forward is better than being very, very clear in the way forward. It's just there's a difference between these two energies. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. The connection between the two is this Knight of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords. It's like this long road and this long journey to the truth. And it's interesting to me, this pentacle, this Knight energy, and I don't know, it probably is the case in every tarot deck that holds the traditional depictions, but it's like he's leading this one pentacle to the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is it's complete fulfillment in the pentacle energy. The 10 of Pentacles, right, is it's like home, it's family, it's career, it's health, it's well-being, it's financial stability and abundance. It's all these things. And so it's kind of like she's got all of it except for like one pentacle. And there's like this road or this journey of her receiving just that final thing that she needs. And please, place the pronouns how they fit necessarily. I'm speaking for a feminine, so I might be more likely to say she. And I'll try my best to not gender. But yeah, this Knight of Pentacles is like bringing their pentacle to the 9 of Pentacles. The Knight is bringing this 10th pentacle to the 9, right? And I'm getting that it's like things, because of the way that this Ace of Swords is falling to the right of myself, where this feminine energy is, It's kind of like, it could also be that, yes, there's like this flexibility from the feminine to see the way ahead and to think more openly about the truth and about clarity than the masculine is really willing or able to. But it could also be too that it's just like coming from the feminine, it's like this not being able to see clearly, like maybe she has a lot more questions than the emperor is willing to ask, right? Like she's able to formulate a lot more questions than the emperor is willing to ask at all. And you know, it could be willingness, it could also just be that I actually don't know what else it could be other than willingness, so never mind. Okay, so I really just want to get the child tarot out. You know what? No. We're going to do Legacy of the Divine. Ooh. Yeah. I don't do that all the time. Sometimes cards just fall out before I even get an opportunity to shuffle them. And then we've got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, so I'm getting this energy of like building up to the 10th iteration. I don't know if that's the word. That's a word that I said in the previous reading and it feels right. Of the elements. Does that make sense? It's like I keep getting this build up of like this 9 of Cups. Seeking the 10th cup, or trying to, right? Maybe not going the best way about it, so who knows if that's gonna work. But you know, I'm biased in saying that as being feminine myself, so and then feeling very at odds with my own masculine energy that can sometimes be a little bit too hyper independent. And then like this 1 pentacle leading to the 9 of Pentacles to make the 10. And then it's like this falls out of Legacy of the Divine. This like, again, 9 of Cups energy is coming through, this wish fulfillment energy of like everything you could ever possibly want, but it's the most fleeting everything you could ever possibly want. That is what the 9 of Cups is. And then the 10 of Cups, which is like actually lasting. It's actually lasting, right, in a way that the 9 of Cups is. And I like to, all this cut fruit that's in this, it's almost like you're just waiting for this fruit to sour and to spoil. There you go. That's what you say. Twitch out of the perder, to spoil. Yeah, so the 10 of Cups is what I'm getting. Interesting. Okay, well, I didn't even get a chance to shuffle once. I mean, I did already pre-shuffle and like clear and pre-shuffle. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this deck is like, I don't know if it's just because. Okay, there we go. I have to like get a good shuffle in. All right, so maybe that's what the message is. Like maybe there's not anything I need to really. Okay, interesting. Holding the deck upside down. Yeah, and then again, it's like there's this heartbreak energy. Like I'm not forgetting that the 3 of Swords, this card, is what came out at the basis of the first draw of the cards that I like actually threw on camera. And this 3 of Swords is coming up again, especially with this like 10 of Swords energy. It's like it's complete heartbreak, right? The 3 of Swords is like this very I don't know why it's making sense to say this. It's a very acute kind of pain. Like it's like clear and really difficult to like move through. But the 10 of air is like gutting. It's like a deep kind of pain. I don't know why, like that kind of language is like really, but it's what's coming through, because I'm thinking it's like emotional. It's all emotional, and it's all of the mind, especially with the air energy, and which is sword energy. It's all of the mind. But there's like, I think what I'm trying to say is at the center of all this, at the bottom of all this, like movement and like needing to scramble to make sense of things and move ahead, is just heartbreak. There's just like this really deep pain, whether it's the 3 of Swords, this really sharp, clear kind of emotional pain, or this 10 of Swords, which is this completely collapsing kind of pain. It's that either way, there's this like there's this heartbreak and this grief and loss. I'm getting the Star and the King of Coins. Right, like what I'm getting, and I'm there's a lot to say with these cards that are coming out, just even like this idea, right, that like it's like this 9 of Cups, this Emperor card. It's like seeking the 3 of Cups only to find the 5, and it's like this complete walking away energy. But it could be the path to healing, right? I'm getting both these 9s together with the Star right under, which is Major Arcana for healing. It's the like highest archetype of the healing of healing in the tarot. And the King of Coins, which is like, again, this really like stable energy. Yeah, the Hermit at the basis of this draw. It's like there's like this journey. There's a journey, and it hurts. It's like very lonely at times, right? But it's true enlightenment and the building of true wisdom, which is like what the Hermit represents. And I'm gonna end this reading. It's already really long, but it's like the journey to get to this place of true stability and abundance. And yeah, so it's like the Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting like this, there's like this heavy heartbreak energy, but it's also just like new beginnings. All right, yeah, this reading's done. We've got the 2 of Swords and the World card. So there's a lot that's like hanging in the balance, right? In this card, there's a sword in each hand, a mask on, and a blindfold on. And then it's like the moon at the like bottom, like base center of all of this. So there's just a lot that's hanging in the balance. And there's a lot that's unknown. We're getting Libra, which is what I think a lot about when I think of balance. I'm a Libra North Node, so it's an energy that just comes up all the time for me. And the World, it's like a complete ending of a cycle and a new one beginning, especially with that Page of Pentacles that was at the bottom of this deck. It's not anymore. Now the King of Cups is at the bottom of this deck. So there's a lot of love present, like so much love present. And I'm really getting from the feminine energy, there's like not a whole lot of control, just the way forward with that Chariot energy. That's really what I get from here. And it could be that this is a feeling for both people, but it's like when you lean into that King of Cups energy, which is like holding your emotions beneath the surface, which is not always the best thing to do. There's a way to go about that, right? And the King of Cups, right, in the supposed upright energy of being like the most aligned kind of King of Cups is doing exactly that. He's holding his feelings beneath the surface, but doing so in a way where he's embodying them close to himself, like with this big cup of his emotion. You know, it's not that the cup isn't even there. The cup is there. He's got both hands on it. It's, you know, there's a kind of control about the King of Cups, an emotional control that the King of Cups has. So let's go ahead and just get some cards from the Collective Consciousness Healing deck. Got Wild Energy. I'm going to take 3. Please, only one more fall out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so just some advice that's coming through, some guidance, some wisdom, just a way to close out the reading. We've got Wild Energy, focusing your creative power. Lean into that part of yourself. And take care of yourself. Rest so that you have the space, the time, and the energy to pour into your creative self, or to just into your creative energy is just a way of saying it. The Clarity card, which is seeing and feeling the truth. Yeah. And it might not be easy. That's what I'm getting to. It's not easy, but it's the easiest way forward, if that makes sense. And then schedule is creating a relationship with time. So just, yeah, take care of yourself. Be on top of the things that you need to get done. Be gentle with yourself so as not to burn yourself out. The greatest thing you could do for your productivity is protect it by resting and taking things slowly and knowing what to say no to and what to spend your time, your energy, and what you have available on, right? Okay. Thank you for listening.